Today we're in Tasmania and we're going to be doing stuff like looking for tigers, looking at the silver mine and the train tunnel. We're going to ride on trains, boats, looking at trains and hunting, going to the devil feeding and quoll feeding and seeing some wombats in the wild. Here at the Batman Bridge. Batman! It's very big. We're here at the Don River Railway, where all the trains are. So yeah, at Don River Railway, there is a bunch of old trains. Here's a Tasmanian Government Railway H-Class steam locomotive and M-Class next to it. This is me. I'm driving the train, like expert driver I am. I'm so good, you know. This is a breakdown crane, just like one from Thomas and Friends. And another. This is a Tasmanian Government Railway C-Class, or something. This train's big, probably weighs more than me. Maybe. How much would it weigh? Like 50 kilos? It's like 2 more kilos than me. Here's an MA class steam engine and some small shunting diesel. The small shunting diesel. This is me being a cool dude. This is the inside of the workshop. This is a model of how the pistons drive the train. This thing had a button, so of course, as I do, I pressed it, and it's pretty cool, huh? And this was a shed where there was a bunch of old carriages and train parts. There was a bunch of weird old freight carriages and some normal ones. There was also some really big diesels outside. And there was some carriages and this tram they ran train rides on. Pretty cool, don't you think? We're here at the Wee Wee Googe Steam Railway. It is closed, but we can still look through and see the train. Pretty cool little wood-burning tramway locomotive that they ran at the Wee Wee Googe Railway when it's open. We're here at the old mining tunnel and we're gonna go through. This is the tunnel. It's very dark in the middle. Why is everything made of paper bark around here? Also, the sign says we're not allowed to go looking for anything, like gold or it just says no fossicking or whatever, cause something, so we can't go looking for the Tasmanian tigers, we just can go looking through the tunnel. So, I don't really know much about this tunnel because I didn't read the other sign that told you the information. It was the tunnel for the trains going back and forth from the silver mine, and it's kind of a weird shape because it was designed to be able to transport the big boilers used in the mine through it and through. I didn't find any gold or tigers, just these weird goofy spiders in the dark. There was lots of them. Here's the four-wheel drive track. I could make it up there in the Range Rover. What do you think? Jack Alves, I challenge you to get up here on your one wheel.
You can't tell in the camera, but it's actually really steep.
It's like... Here's the old mine at the spray tunnel. This is where they mined all the silver and stuff from, but now it's all filled in with dirt. This is some old chimney thing, the mine, and there was a scary monster inside it. You know those places where they burn those people? Oh, the cremations. This is where that happened. All those people that died in the mines from no oxygen or rocks falling on them. To where they got burnt. Oh yeah, that was totally wrong. Just don't use that in your like school exams or something. That's just where someone had a campfire. This is the tailing pit from the old mine, just a big pile of rocks. Next we went to the West Coast Heritage Center in Zeehan. There was lots of cool stuff like this. And like these old boats which were supposedly really old. But they look pretty good condition, that green one. This is a old train thingy that used to carry stuff to the top of the mine. This is a crane. This is like a big furnace or something like that. I can't remember. This is one of those like underground tunnel digging tractors. This is one of the old steam engines used for the mines, tramways around here. And this is some machinery stuff. There was also a bunch of other trains here, like this big Uve Railway locomotive number 6. There's also this Tasmanian Government Railways C-Class. And this is an old Mountain Law mining and railway company locomotive. Then there was a bunch of other old mining trains used on the mines, tramways like this, hospital carriage and these other thingos. This is a mine thing that the elevator shaft was attached to. This is some big underground mining display that they had, which was actually underground. The building, it had a bunch of cool mining stuff, and Dad said he wanted to make his work entrance look like this. We're on the train, the steam train. There was the Orange River, and yeah. So, yep, I just got killed by Dad. But at the West Coast Wilderness Railway, we rode on the train, the Mountain Law ABT locomotive number 2. We rode from Queenstown up to Rhinadina Railway Station. The track is very steep, with the steepest parts being a 1 in 8 incline, with a lot of track being around 1 in 12 to 1 in 16 incline. You probably don't know what that means, but trains aren't designed to climb up hills, and most railways are very flat, with most inclines of 1 in 500 or higher. Trains are not good at climbing hills because they have very low friction between the track and their wheels because both are steel. This means that to climb such a steep slope, this railway needs to use the rack and pinion system in parts of the line. This means there is a third rail in the middle of the track. This is the rack rail, and in the metal, and it has metal teeth which interlock with the teeth on a gear on the locomotive, which is driven by a separate cylinder to the normal wheels. These gears mean that the train can climb up the steep incline. There was 5 ABT locomotives built for the Mountain Law mining operation, and 4 of them still survive, and 1 got buried in the limestone quarry because it sucked or something. The West Coast Wilderness Railway still operates multiple of the engines, and all four that survive are preserved mostly at the Wilderness Railway, I think. Here on the boat cruise, and when you are standing out the front, you gotta lean forward so you don't fall over. And we're going to Sarah Island. So yeah, we went on the boat cruise up the Gordon River and past Hell's Gates and near Sarah Island. We just ate lunch on the boat. And now the camera battery is yellow. And I'm outside. We also went to Sarah Island near Strawn, but that's gonna be in Tasmania Video Part 2, PM10's History Channel. There was lots of cool stuff on Sarah Island, so make sure you keep your eyes out for Tasmania Video Part 2 and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it, because my upload schedule is terrible. It could be another 6 months away for all we know. But we went back to Strawn and we got off the boat because the cruise ended, and you could see parts of the end of the Wilderness Railway from the boat. This was definitely the coolest part. We saw the bee guys from Outback Truckers. In there was the actual truck that you can see in the show, which was super cool. So like and subscribe for part 2 and 3 of the Tasmania video. They might come soon depending on if I can be bothered to edit them. So like and subscribe so you don't miss the upload.